Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Rick Williams, and this is the Barber Experience. Before we get started, let's get all together. Subscribe to my channel, send me some likes, comments. Let's get that out the way. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Andis Master Clippers, cordless. Now, basically, everything I talk about pretty much is cordless because that's all I use now. I used to be into the cord thing, but now, first thing I'm going to say is this about the Andis Master. Back in when I was going to barber school, Tri-City Barber School, shout out to Tri-City Barber School in Philadelphia, in our package, we was given Andis Masters, and we were given the Red Speedo Guides, and we was given the Oyster 76ers. Andis Masters cordless is to this day one of the best clippers ever made, by far. Now take it nothing from that. But today we're talking about the cordless Masters and the cordless T outliners, because everybody know, you've been in this business long enough, we know the T outliner, the Andis outliners is probably a staple. You're talking about Andis outliners, talking about the black Andis T outliner twos. They was great clippers. But today I'm talking about Andis cordless equipment, because to me, Andis cordless is just not, it's not comparable to the new cordless clippers that they're making by Gamma, JRL. Walls does a good job. All right, let's talk about these first. These are the Andis Masters cordless clippers. Let me explain something to you. I'm talking about cordless. I'm not talking about the cords, because still to this day, one of the best clippers ever made is the Andis cord clipper. All right, but these right here, it's not doing it for me. And I'm gonna explain to you why it's not doing it for me. So I bought these. The retail price in these is like, I see them from $224 up to like $250. All right, now I want you to see right here, I can barely move that lever. I can fix that. I know how to fix that, but I wanted to show you that before I fixed it. 200, and I think I paid $249 for these. All right, they came with no guards. Now all the new clippers are coming with guards. Now here's another little tidbit, is that you can take the guards from Walls, GRL, Gamma, 50 Cals, and you can use the same guards. These need their own guards. Speedo guys, the purple guards that you buy, which I don't, the magnetic purple guards that you buy, which I don't really not a fan of. Now these are just my opinions. That's all I can give you is my opinions. We all know as barbers, we get into our own little thing and what we like and what we don't like. But these right here is not worth $249. Now, they got a gold pair out now. Does the same things, but they plated gold. They $349. That's a ripoff. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Andis, but that's a ripoff. These things right here, they cool. 90-minute runtime. $240 something, no guards in them, and a 90-minute runtime. They did come with a stand. I can get a JRL, which is a great clipper. The new clipper JRLs for 140, 150, and then I can go get the trimmers for 105, and I got a nice little package. Now, if I was going to do this Andis Masters, if I would decide to get the trimmers, these right here. Now I want you to listen to this. Now, I know it's a tension screw problem, but the problem line is if I tighten the tension screw, it doesn't cut the way I want to. Listen to this. It's not getting it for me. $159. $159. And I've taken these to a barber supply store to try to get the blades set right and everything. The tension screw, it's just not. Andis is going to have to catch up with the cordless revolution that we're going through. Everything changes. At one time you had a rotary phone, then you had a pager, and then now you got cell phones. Everything changes. Technology changes, and they have got to change their technology. They got to get with the new times on technology. For me, all right. Cut's great, but do you really want to put that to your client's ear? I mean, really, I know it's a tension screw problem, but if I tighten the tension screw down, it's not going to cut the way I want it to cut. All right, let's get into some barber experience stuff. Let's get into some barber experience stuff. Now, what I'm gonna talk to you about today is, and I'm curious about how you became a barber, but I'm gonna explain to you the situation on what made me become a barber. I was in the Navy, got out of the Navy, had about 8 jobs one year, trying to find myself, living in my grandmother's back room. And I finally got a good job at Pennsylvania Hospital. I was working in the OBGYN department at Pennsylvania Hospital. Great job, but great people. So they came in the office in September and said that March 31st was going to be our last day. We're going to close this department down. All the doctors are going to go different places. So from September to March, you got to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And I didn't even update my resume. I just didn't feel. I mean, I had the job, but I liked the job, but it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life, So I fought with that. So I said a prayer. I went to bed somewhere around March 30th. I went to bed. Remember, we closed on March 31st. I went to bed and I said a prayer. I said, God, please, put me in the right direction of where I need to be with my life, because I'm tired. I want to do other things. I want things. I want, to have things. So I said this little prayer. I said, God, please tell me, where I should go. And I'm not a Bible token. I believe in God, and God has done wonderful things for me. But I'm not going to overwhelm you with my religion. But I said this prayer, and I went to sleep, and something like a bolt. I remember just something just raised me up, and it said, "Go to barber school and open a barber shop." Just that clear. So I'm all excited. My mother is a deaconess of a church, so I'm all excited. And I call her the next morning. First thing in the morning, I called my mom. I said, "Mom, you're not gonna believe this." I said, I had this epiphany with God, and before I could tell her what had happened, she cut me off, and she said, "You know what, Ricky? You want to go to barber school and become a barber." And that was it for me. And I went to barber school. I was in barber school. I think this happened like on a Thursday. Monday morning, I was in Tri-City Barber School. And it's been the best thing I've ever done for myself. I love this profession, man. I love being a barber. I love interacting with people. I want to know what made you want to be a barber? Because it's not just anybody can cut hair. Anybody can cut hair. But it takes a special individual to be a barber. And barbers understand that. Barbers understand what I'm talking about, because you interact with people. People watch you, look at what you do. And it's almost like when you cutting hair and you're in the barbershop, it's almost like you on the stage, man. You're the show, and people come to see the show. And you talk about different things. There's certain things you shouldn't talk about. I try to stay away from politics and religion, because nobody's going to agree with it. Sports is always good. I'm in Eagle country. I'm a 49er fan, but I'm an Eagle country. So I got a little thing that I do, is that when I get a Dallas Cowboy fan and an Eagle fan in a room together, I start a fight. I'd be like, "Yo, they said they're going to kick y'all butt this week." And you should just see where it goes. It's unbelievable. But I love this profession, and I appreciate you checking on my videos. I appreciate you giving me support. I'm on these barbers. I'm loving these barber Facebook pages, busting up with people, and just listening to you and then looking at your work. Like I said, if you want to see my work, I'm on Instagram, BAR_Dynasty. Hey, I love what I do. I hope you love it too. I know you do. Comments, subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna come back to you next time. I'm gonna break down Caliber. I got some good things. I got some bad things to say about the Caliber collection. But these Andis Masters, I'm a little disappointed, because I love Andis. Because Andis made me who I am, realistically. And but technology changed, man. You gotta change with it. That's one thing about being a barber, man. You have to change with the times. If you don't change with the times, you're gonna be left behind. This is the Barber Experience. My name is Rick Williams. Hope to see you again. Hope to talk to you again. Please leave a comment. Bust it up with me. I love talking to barbers, man. It's a profession, not just a hobby or something you do on the side. It's a profession. You take care of yourself and be, and be good.